Okay, good morning all. Today we'll start alcohol, phenols and ethers. Actually it is a topic of organic chemistry. As you know, organic compounds or organic chemistry is a part of chemistry that studies the organic compounds, or organic compound means carbon containing compound. Okay, so these carbon containing compounds are classified in different types according to their functional groups. Like that, alcohol, phenols and ethers are the organic compounds containing functional group with oxygen. Means those organic compounds in which their functional group contain oxygen, those are called as oxygen containing functional group organic compounds. Okay, these are of three types, that is alcohol, phenols and ethers. We'll see all these three compounds, but as we have studied earlier or up till now, that all organic compound topics or these chapters are studied according to some sequence. That is, first of all we'll see its introduction, then we'll see its classification, then we'll study its nomenclature, then we'll see its synthesis or preparation, we can call it synthesis, how to synthesize this compound, then their chemical properties, then its physical properties, and lastly we'll see its uses. So this is a general sequence following which we can study all the organic compounds, and in this topic also we'll follow the same sequence. Right? So first of all we'll see what is the alcohol, what is phenol and what is ether. So we'll see these are the organic compounds containing functional with oxygen. Means alcohols are those organic compounds which contain dash OH as functional group. Phenols are those which contain again dash OH as functional group. We'll see what is the difference in these two. And ethers are the organic compounds that contain dash O dash. This is the functional group. It means all these three compounds are those which contain oxygen as a main ingredient of their functional group. Okay, so for simplification we actually divided this topic in three parts, that is alcohol, phenol and ether. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So first of all we'll see alcohols. We'll study alcohol. What are alcohols? So as you all know, if you have remember the points we have studied in 11, that is alcohols are the organic compounds that containing functional group dash OH. It means OH is the functional group of these organic compounds or alcohols. So this is a general concept for alcohol, but we have to study the definition also. What is the definition of alcohol? So alcohols are hydroxyl derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Okay, this is the definition of alcohol. Means we can call it scientific definition of alcohol: hydroxyl derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbon. What is for this we have to know what is our hydroxyl group. OH group is called as hydroxyl group. Okay, all you know maybe hydroxyl group. Then derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbon. What do you mean by aliphatic? As you all know, if you remember the points we have studied in 11, that is aliphatic and aromatic, two type of organic compounds are there. And what is hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are those compounds which contain only carbon and hydrogen in it. Okay, so which are the examples, or which are the types of aliphatic hydrocarbons? That is alkane, alkene and alkyne. Correct? Means these three are the hydrocarbons, aliphatic, and we can prepare alcohol from any of these by introducing hydroxyl group in this. If you have alkane, you can introduce hydrogen in it, OH in it, and if you have alkene, you can do the same for alkyne also, same. Okay, so actually what happens, so we'll see here. For example, I write here one of the hydrocarbon, simplest hydrocarbon, that is methane. You know the formula of methane, that is CH4. This is methane. Okay, This is aliphatic hydrocarbon. If you release any one of the hydrogen from it and introduce OH group in it, we get, for example, I will release this hydrogen and introduce this OH group, and I will get H, C, H, H and OH. It means this is methane, this is OH group, and we'll get a new compound. Now this we must know the secondary suffix. In IUPAC name we have studied in 11th class. That is OL. OL is the secondary suffix for the OH group. Means methane is there, methane was there. In methane you release the hydrogen, therefore this word ANE released, and in place of that we'll place the new compound, that is methanol. According to IUPAC rules, what we have to do, we have to replace this E with the suffix of functional group, that is OL. Therefore this is methanol. Okay, we can do the same with any other compound, that is, for example, H, CH, EH, CH, EH and H. What is this? This is ethane. We again release hydrogen, we add OH, and we can do H, CH, EH, C, EH, EH and OH. So this is ethanol. One thing you must know, or you have to know, that you can replace any of the hydrogen from this. There is, for simple cases, there is no specific rule that you have to release this hydrogen or this or this or this. You can release any of the hydrogen, and in place of that you can place the OH group. Okay, so this is a general introduction about the alcohols. Now we'll see what is actually the classification. Okay, we have studied the introduction, we have studied the classification. Now we'll see the classification, or we can call it types of alcohols. Okay, we'll see now. Classification of alcohol. So classification of alcohol. See, alcohols are classified according to different methods or different rules, we can. Okay, the first classification or based on the different conditions. That first condition is number of OH groups. It means how many OH groups are there. If one OH group is there, or two OH groups are there, or more OH groups are there, according to that we can classify the alcohols. Okay, so first of all we'll see, in this category we'll see monohydric alcohols. What are monohydric alcohols? See, mono means one, and hydric means we have studied OH group or hydroxyl group. So these alcohols are called as monohydric alcohol. For example, same example is again, that is CH4 was there, and we produce CH3 OH from it. We'll have C2H6, and we can produce C2H5OH, right? So we call it methyl alcohol, and we call it ethyl alcohol. You know, these are the common names. And what is its IUPAC name? So IUPAC name of this is prepared from methane, so it is called as methanol, and this is called as ethanol. This is the simple. So you can prepare, or you can write number of examples for it. Okay, so this is the first class. Now we'll see second class of this, that is dihydric alcohol. Monohydric. Now second class is dihydric alcohol. It means it contains two OH groups. Now for example, CH3-CH3 is there. We release two hydrogens and we add two OH groups in it. So we'll get CH2-CH2-OH and -OH. Now this is ethane. What is this? So in this topic, few compounds are there whose IUPAC names are important, but their common names are also much important. So therefore you must know the common names of these compounds. So this is, first of all we write its IUPAC name. So what is IUPAC name? You have to select this ring. This is the basic parent chain. Now two same functional groups you can number from any condition. So 1 2, so we'll get 1 comma 2, sorry, 2 carbons are there. So first of all we'll write this ethan dash 1 comma 2 diol. Okay, this is the IUPAC name, but its common name is much of importance, that is ethylene glycol. Always keep in mind, glycol is the word used for those compounds which contain two OH groups in it. Okay, so this is an example of dihydric alcohol. Now we'll see, after that we'll see third compound, that is trihydric alcohol. Third type, that is trihydric alcohol. So third is trihydric alcohol. Now keep in mind, in few books only monohydric alcohol and polyhydric alcohol there. Poly means more than one, so therefore dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol or tetrahydric alcohol, all these comes under the category of polyhydric alcohol. Okay, so don't get confused for that. So trihydric alcohol, for trihydric alcohol, if I have this compound, that is CH3 CH2-CH3, what is it? It's propane. Again I do the same reaction, I release 3 hydrogens and add 3 OH groups, and I'll get CH2-CH-CH2 and OH and OH. Its scientific its common name is glycerol. It is a common compound used in the cosmetics. So this is the glycerol. So now I think you can write its IUPAC name. So try it. Okay, select this this chain, numbering from any of the end, 1 2 and 3. So I can write, I will write here 1 comma 2 comma 3 try all, right? But what is the parent alkene? The parent alkene is propan, 3 carbons, therefore propan dash 1 2 3 triol. Correct? Then we'll see the next type of classification. For more information, if you come across any compound like this, you know the structure of glucose. Glucose is not actually alcohol, but glucose also has so many of OH groups in it. So if you have, suppose, a compound carbon dash carbon dash carbon dash carbon, and if you have OH here, OH here, this is H, this is OH, this is H, this is OH, and this is EH, EH, and OH, again here EH, EH. So the same method you have to follow, and you can write its IUPAC name. Okay, so try it at home. You can write its IUPAC name. Numbering from that end which is near to the functional group, same rules have to follow. Okay, so now we'll see next, and this is 1 2 3 4 5, means it is pentahydric alcohol, but these alcohols are called as polyhydric alcohols. Okay, so now we'll see the next type of next classification of alcohol, that is dependent on the second type, that is dependent on the type of carbon atom to which OH group is attached. Okay, OH group attached. We can write only type of carbon atom also. Okay, so you have to check which carbon is attached to OH, and you have to check the type of that carbon. If that carbon is primary, actually this is classified into 3 types, that is primary alcohol, that is secondary alcohol, and this is tertiary alcohol. Okay, primary alcohol is that in which OH group is attached to that carbon which is primary carbon. Secondary alcohol is that in which OH group is attached to that carbon which is secondary carbon, and tertiary alcohol is that in which OH group is attached to that carbon which is tertiary carbon, right? But first of all, you have to know what is primary carbon, secondary carbon, and tertiary carbon. So we'll see this. Okay. So we'll now try to revise that point which we have studied in 11th class. What is that? That is a type of carbon atoms. So primary carbon. Primary carbon is that carbon which is attached to only one other carbon atom, or which is single, means there is no carbon attached to it. This is called primary carbon. For example, if I will write C dash H dash H dash H. So this comes under primary carbon, as well as carbon dash carbon. Here H, here H, here H, 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 H. So this is also primary carbon. This is also primary carbon. So any carbon which is either single or which is attached to only one other carbon atom, so that is called as primary carbon atom. Okay. So like that, same secondary carbon is there. So what you can predict, what is secondary carbon? Secondary carbon is that which carbon is attached to two other carbon atoms. For example, and two other carbon atoms, what is the valency of carbon? 4. So therefore 2 hydrogens must be there. So here, for example, I will write the example of carbon dash carbon dash carbon dash hydrogen dash hydrogen. For example, here CH3, here CH3. In this case, this is secondary carbon, this is primary, and this is also primary carbon. Okay. And similarly, we can study the tertiary carbon atom. What is tertiary carbon atom? See, tertiary carbon. Tertiary carbon is that to which other 3 carbon atoms are attached. Yes, only one valency remains, or one valency is there, which has to satisfy with the either hydrogen, either functional group, or either anything, but carbon must not be there. Okay. So this is called as tertiary carbon. Okay. Now from this we have to classify the alcohols. So I will write down first, that is primary alcohol. So what is primary alcohol? Primary alcohol is that in which OH group is attached to the primary carbon atom. For example, H3C-OH. Now here OH is attached to this carbon, and this carbon is attached to all hydrogens only. No carbon is there. Therefore it is primary carbon. Therefore it is primary alcohol. I will write one more example, CH3-CH2-OH. Here also this carbon is secondary carbon, as OH is attached to this. Okay. So this is also, primary carbon. Why? Because only one hydrogen is there, only one carbon is there. So this is also called primary alcohol. See. Now we'll see secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohols, as I have already told, that secondary alcohol is that in which OH group is attached to that carbon. OH group is here, is attached to that carbon, which is attached to 2 more other carbon atoms, that is CH3 and CH3, and here H. So we can write its IUPAC name. What is it? It is methanol. What is it? Is it ethanol? What is its IUPAC name? So follow the rule, IUPAC rules which we have told already. That is, select the longest continuous chain of carbon, and that must contain that carbon to which OH group is attached. So here these 3 carbons are there. This is functional group. Numbering should be from any end, 1, 2, 3. So what is its name? Its name is, correct, 3 carbon means propan dash 2 dash all, or we can call it propanol. But its IUPAC name is okay, but its common name is more popular than its IUPAC name, that is isopropyl alcohol. So you have to remember this, isopropyl alcohol. Okay, we have studied this in 11th class, why it is called as isopropyl and all these things. Okay, so now we'll see the third type, that is the secondary, and then third one, that is tertiary alcohol. What is tertiary alcohol? Tertiary alcohols is that alcohol in which OH group is attached to that carbon which is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. Okay, here is OH, here CH3, CH3, CH3. You can write so many examples, but I'm just taking one example of it. OH group is attached to this carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms, therefore this is tertiary carbon and therefore this is tertiary alcohol. So we have to write its IUPAC name. So again select the longest continuous chain of carbon. This is considered as substrate and this is functional group. Then numbering from here 1, 2, 3. So we can write 2-methyl. How many carbon? 3 carbon. So propan dash 2 dash all. 2-methyl propan 2-all. But again its common name is more popular than IUPAC name, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. Why it is tertiary? Because tertiary carbon is there. Why it is butyl? Because while considering the common name system, we count on all the carbon atoms and not in the present all that carbons which are present in the ring. Okay, so this is the second type of classification. Next there is one more type of alcohol is there which we have to study in this topic. That is, next type is allylic alcohol. Now allylic alcohol. Now two type of alcohols are there. One is allylic and another one is vinylic. So students got confused in this case. So allylic alcohol, remember, allylic alcohol is that alcohol in which OH group is attached to that carbon which is adjacent to the double bonded carbon atom. What I have told, double bonded carbon atom is there, to it one carbon atom is there, and to that OH group is attached. Means we have to check to which carbon atom OH group is attached. Double bond is there, to that one carbon is there, and OH is attached to that carbon. Means it is attached to that carbon which is neighbor to the double bond. Okay, so we have to satisfy the valency H, and here 1 here N, here 1, and we can write its IUPAC name. For writing down the IUPAC name, we have to select again. Now see, here two functional groups are there. One is double bond and another one is OH. So which functional group has higher priority? Yes, it is OH. So therefore this functional group we have to choose, and numbering must be from this end 1, 2 and 3, and we have to select this ring. So 3 carbons there, therefore prop dash 2 dash in dash 1 dash all. So propene 2,1-enol. Correct? This is the IUPAC name of this compound. So this is a type of allylic alcohol. So any case, anywhere, if you got OH group is attached to that carbon which is the neighbor of the double bond, any double bond must be there. So this is the allylic alcohol. Now next we will see vinylic alcohol. Vinylic alcohol. That is just like allylic alcohol, just one difference is there. That is, in this OH group is attached directly to that carbon which is doubly bonded carbon atom. Okay, so means here 3 bonds are there, so we have to write 1, we have to write here 2. So now write down its IUPAC name. So we have to select this one and numbering 1, 2. In this case 2 carbons are there, therefore we can write ethan dash, sorry, double bond is there, so we have to write eth dash 1 dash ene dash 1 dash all. Here both positions are same, means therefore we can write eth dash 1 eth dash 1 dash enol. Okay, so what is this enol? If you have studied the isomerism in 11th class, you remember enol form is a tautomeric form, or enol form we have studied in tautomerism. What is tautomerism? Tautomerism or tautomers. What are tautomers? Tautomers are those in which only one atom shifts its place and therefore it produces another kind of atom. So I write here CH double bond C OH and here H. In tautomeric form, this now remember this enol form is highly unstable form. This is unstable form. So always in chemistry, any form which is highly unstable, we have to convert it into stablest form. So enol form has to convert into its stable form, and that is the keto form. So what will happen in this keto form? So this double bond, this goes to here, and this hydrogen comes here, and therefore it forms H dash C dash H dash H dash C, this double bond O, and here H. Now look, this form is a keto form. Actually this is looking like a aldehyde. Actually it is aldehyde, but this is due to the C double bond O, we call it the keto form, and this is the stablest form. We will see it later on in the few more examples or few more reactions. Okay. So this is the type of one more type, that is vinylic alcohol. Remember, allylic alcohol is that in which double bonded carbon atom and its neighbor, its neighbor have OH group. In vinylic, double bonded carbon atom contain OH group. Okay. Now we'll see the next, and in this last type, that is benzylic alcohol. Benzylic alcohol. So many students got confused in this benzylic alcohol and that is phenol. So remember, always phenol is different and benzylic alcohol is different. We'll see phenol later on, but now benzylic alcohol. What is benzylic alcohol? Benzylic alcohol is that in which an aromatic ring is attached to a carbon, and that carbon contain OH. Means OH is attached to that carbon which is attached to an aromatic ring. It is not directly attached here or not here. Okay. So this is the, or here we have to balance the valency. Now what's the name of it? Now remember again, here one carbon is there, OH group is attached to this, means our prior member is this, we have to give preference to this, means, and this group is considered as a substituent, and when this is a benzene ring, correct? It has 6 hydrogens, but when you release one hydrogen, and if empty space is there or valency is unsatisfied there, we call it phenyl. Okay. It means this group is phenyl, like methyl, ethyl, propyl, alkyl. Okay, we'll see. This is the phenyl. So we have to write its name. So its name is one phenyl. So one phenyl methanol. Correct. If you have one more example, we can write like this. This is benzene ring. This is carbon. This is one more carbon, and this is OH group is attached to this. This is H, this is H, this is H, this is H. Okay, again try to write its name 1, 2. So we can write its name 2-phenyl. Then how many carbons are? 2. So therefore ethan dash 1 dash all, or ethanol we can write directly. Okay, so this is the benzyl alcohol. Now I will give one example. Try it at home. Okay. Okay, what is its IUPAC name? You have to check it. Okay.